The random creational energy is an empty carrier, a default frequency, of formless energies to its exact origins. This is the de facto. This is the energy substance that runs in every single physical life form. This random energy spiritual substance could be founded within birds, fishes, insects, and beings that walks in fours. We are referring to all sorts of animal life forms. These beings are all examples of this random creational energy, in which had no exact lineage in the stars. They were all watered-down mirrors of the original appearances of birds, fishes, and beings that walks on fours. For our example and suggestion of how these animals and insect beings became into creation, was a diluted false reality to its original, it could be recognized as a captured image. A captured photograph could symbolize a certain perspective of what the artist wants to portray. It can bring and present a positive achievement, or it can bring a negative apprehension of the chosen figure. Ultimately, this photograph has a single ideal of perspective, based by what the photographer presented, in comparison to the real figure, that could be a bird, a fish, or an animal, in which is more than a diluted photo of certain perspectives. We are simply suggesting that reality is much deeper than any type of photo, any type of books, and any types of song or music. These are all a watered-down perspective to the original creations, in which had much more meanings to existence. Physicality exists as a photograph image only, and what hides in that image was the random creational energies, and the actual prime definition of this photograph image that was a watered down to its original, was mankind. Mankind was the image. Mankind was the photograph to its original perspectives, meaning they were not the originals that began this form. And this is why mankind remains primitive even to these present times, because mankind exists as a soul image only, and wasn't original following to the birds, and fishes, and animals. What different life forms mainly existed on Earth, and physicality was all random energies, in which are disguised as images. We know, humanity may find it hard to be fully aware. However, there is always a single explanation to these experiences of creation. And we are exposing the makeup of physicality, and her inhabitants very freely and gently. We could say that every single living substance, in both the spiritual and physical aspects of light and heavyweight conscious, all began as energies. This energy default consciousness would exist as a single color that describes its expressions, and if this expressions was mixed, it would become formless without any original color. Humanity apprehends a formless energy as just light. Humanity apprehends it as huge gases in the skies. These energies are not understood as formless in the star ages, because everything has a lineage of evolution, including the simplest of life forms as a history of evolution. But what creates no history, an evolution, is when that substance is mixed with another. The energy consciousness would become a random energy that is heavyweight to its nature. And it is the direct problems that is here on planet Earth. Mankind has difficulties to evaluate creation and sympathy with another. Mankind is afraid and confused because of having no direct lineage. The random creational energy was the original sin from the Bible. It brought the prospects of why mankind is not holy and was born a sin.